Go live now. We should be live. Live. Woo. There's some variants there. Hey, folks. We are back to Bloody Appalachia. Last time we ran this, we're using the free version of EV Mux. And as you see, we've got all of that off the thing now. So, yes, I have paid for it. And we'll continue to see how this works for a bit. Bloody Appalachia. So, last time we played, you were talking to the veterinary who had an old book, a book that's been handed down in the family that had some interesting stuff in it. And you made an appointment to go back and look at the book later on that evening to find that she is gone, missing, back door left open, cats and dogs howling, wailing, caterwauling, because there was a very large cat that were eating them in the back, which you encountered, took some shots at, I think. But you ended up setting it on fire as it ran out of the back of the veterinary clinic. You found a few clues that there was no evidence that the large possible mountain lion, that's what you're going with right now, did not kill or take her away. Purse and keys were left behind, and there was a bloody handprint in the clinic that was left by someone with very thick sausage-like fingers. We're told that her boyfriend was not, in fact, of a large stature human being that would leave such a print behind. And the local police are on it, as well as Flo seems to know the neighborhood quite well, and she started making calls and kind of just left you guys there with Sherry, the night shift girl, who's taking some classes over at the community college in the next town over. I think the professor found some interesting things out about her, primarily being, even though it appears that she's always connected to her Walkman with the big headphones on, she rarely actually has it on and is always listening to people around her. She's also very quite smart.
More intelligent than she pretends.
We kind of ended there with you guys kind of getting back to A Taste of Bloodworth, where you guys have housing for the night, with all of this just kind of up in the air as to what happened to the veterinary, not assistant, the vet, and the book, which is also missing, that you were wanting to go back. A couple of things that you didn't get a chance to do last time is that Flo supposedly has a Polaroid or a snapshot of the last time a mountain lion might have gotten into the hotel. She got the ass in picture of one, apparently. That's what you were told. You didn't get a chance to look at it or ask her about it, though. So you are left at with Sherry, the only person here manning the desk right now. The cafe is closed. You guys kind of have free run down here. Flo actually said that there was some food left that you can warm up, and Sherry could help you out if you guys were hungry, but she is getting the neighborhood to go out and look for the vet. So that's kind of where we ended. And we watch Bill in the back feed a mysterious creature in the background. Maybe it's a mountain lion. So, Jameis, who are you playing?
Hello, I'm playing Lars von Trier. I is a filmmaker, and I've just been brought in to try and find some gold on the dross that is this attempt at doing a season of videos.
Yes, you are aspiring cable network stars. Public access stars. Dion, who you got?
Hi, I am playing fake news. I am, the final girl.
So do people call you fake or Miss News?
Ms. News, usually. Yeah.
Ms. News.
Ms. Yeah. This was around the era where Ms. was enforced a lot,
Yeah, that and Tab Cola, leg warmers, and bangs. Yeah.
I love all those things.
All right, Bill, playing the brother of a very famous university student. But he's muted, so...
And he's muted. Yay!
My brilliance is only surpassed by my magnificence. I'm Chad Blutarsky, not to be confused with my more famous older brother. I'm just kind of, been trying to find myself, so I thought it'd be cool to hang out with these guys. Plus, the professor here is like, he's my guy. What can I say?
Because he supplies you with drugs.
Yes.
Tell us all about the professor, Richard.
Yes, I am professing. I'm preparing to play the professor, or sorry, the person whose name begins Professor Dunhill, who is the guy who is high on his own supply at the moment. Because he can't even get the words out right.
Is not even, in fact, a professor. He just looks like one with his
He's
three
just
Is
the
that his
patches
name.
name,
on his
Professor?
leather jacket.
Is that
You
like-
also have a mixed cocktail of drugs that you stole from the vet clinic, of useful drugs. They could be used recreationally, but they're also useful. Yeah. All right. And I think we ended the scene last time with you having a talk with Sherry. And yeah, so what are you guys doing? You want to just turn in? You have had actually, you guys have had a short day because you got up kind of late for most of you, and started the day kind of late. Yeah, I don't know. What you guys are interested in doing tonight. Flo was pretty much saying that leave this to the locals as far as finding the vet. But, when have you ever listened to Good Sense?
I know I was
Many
going
years
ago.
downstairs for some reason, but I don't remember why.
Well, as far as I know, you're all still downstairs. Haven't made a decision yet as to what to do with the rest of your evening.
Oh, I had gone upstairs and saw that somebody went through my room.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, somebody had gone through your room.
So I'm gonna like go back and quietly inform our group, like, hey, somebody got into my room and I have extra locks on my door. Like, nothing's like missing or anything, but definitely somebody was rummaging through my stuff somehow.
Do you know who it was?
Well, no, otherwise I'd be, punching their lights out right now.
Are you talking in front of Sherry?
I was gonna.
No, I'm
Anyway.
quietly like letting
Okay.
them know, like in private. But Sherry's the young girl, right?
Yep.
There was something I wanted to ask her, but I don't remember.
Well, she's smart. I've
Mm.
talked to her for a while, and she's, a lot smarter than she lets on. So,
Mm.
I mean, I'm not saying be careful around her or anything, but she might have seen somebody come in and know what's up.
Well, she just gets here late at night, though. Like, she only just recently got here
Mhm.
while we were talking to Flo.
Uh,
Sherry, does anybody here know how to pick locks and get through into a bedroom?
Do you have any skills in psychology?
No.
Anything fun like that?
No.
You're all here, though. You're all here. Go ahead and everybody make me do a wisdom check, or if you've got skills in psychology, you can use those skills.
I have. It's just a flat 20 for me.
Okay.
I'm having trouble finding all my
fuck this.
character sheet stuff.
Oh, 15 for me.
Yeah.
I'm breaking out a physical die for the moment.
Yep. I'm perfectly fine with that,
with my
Richard.
sheet.
Yep.
10.
10. Okay. Bill, did you roll?
I'm just making or you said we could use psychology.
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't set up any macros on the sheets yet, so you'll just have to roll and then add the bonuses in.
So D20.
But those of you that did get more, a 10 or more, she looks a little uneasy when you specifically ask if anyone has lockpicks. Is anything missing?
No, but somebody went through all my stuff.
Okay.
And I have extra locks on my door.
Okay. Do you want to fill out a report? I mean, you said nothing was missing, though. I mean, I should still probably write this down as a guest encounter. Oh, geez. You see, she keeps looking over to the side where, like, you see there's little cubby holes. One's labeled Flo, one's got her name on it, one's got forget the name of the other waitress that comes into the swing shift. There's a little cubby hole there, and like she looks over there for just a second. Blutarski, did you ever roll?
I did 17.
Okay. She definitely has the look of guilt about her. Those of you with like 10 to 15, she's holding back something, and then Blutarski, she's definitely guilty of something.
Yeah, she's got something going on there.
Look, I'm really sorry. Nothing's missing though. Okay. Hey, give me a second. She rummages down underneath her desk, and she's like, "Hey, I know you probably feel really invaded, your privacy and all. You can use this tonight in your room." And she gives you this little wedge like thing. You stick under the door on your side, and you kind of pump it, like you step on it, and it like actually creates a physical barrier that your door can't be opened while you're in it. I know that doesn't do anything for when you're gone, but like maybe you'll sleep easier with this thing. One of our guests left it in the room last time.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Here, and she has she goes over and she burns off a copy of like a guest encounter form. It's like, about what time do you think it happened between?
We've been gone most of the day. I mean, we had a late start, but
so this evening and afternoon, right? Okay. And you say there's nothing missing though?
Not that I could tell. Nothing seemed to be missing. Just things were moved around. It's like somebody was looking through my stuff.
Oh wow. Okay. Guess someone was looking through her stuff. I'm really sorry. I'll make sure the manager gets this in the morning. So, Bill, you're the only one that noticed that she's definitely guilty of something. The rest of you noticed that she's uneasy about something, which could simply be because your room was invaded.
Do I think you know what? I have this weird idea that she's the one that went through fake news' stuff.
Do you say that out loud? Bill?
I'm like, hey, what are you doing just a little bit ago?
All right. She gets bright red in the face, and she's like, look, it's probably going to come out if you ask Flo and other folks, but like I do carry a set of lockpicks, and it's usually over there in my cubby hole. And when I came into my shift, I noticed they were gone. I mean, it's not like sometimes people borrow it. Like we get a lot of guests that just skip out on us or just go missing, and we got to pick a lot of doors sometimes. I just got really good at it, but my picks are missing.
So you didn't just accidentally break into a room?
I just got here like not even half an hour ago. I mean, you guys saw me walk in. You can ask Flo. I mean, I haven't been here all day. I've been at school.
Anybody else here know how to use the picks?
Yeah, I mean, basically all of us had to learn, but I was the only one who actually bought I got this friend of mine, Snake, kind of in the local, motorcycle gang, and he got them for me as a gift. Like he totally thought I'd go out with him after that, but I mean, I took the pics.
Of course. Listen, you don't have to make a report if you don't want to.
No. I should. But yeah, I mean, my pics have been in there for a few days, and I just noticed they were gone when I came on my shift today. But like I said, sometimes people just borrow them, so that she pulls out the guest registry and she files away the paperwork. It's like, let me see if anyone like moved out today or like went missing or something. She's going through it, like, oh yeah, looks like we had a skipper, second floor room. She looks it over. She goes, that can't be right. That room's not supposed to be. Oh yeah, we had a skipper today. A lot of people do bring their own locks and stuff. I think they probably had to break into that room, so maybe even it was Flo.
Which room on the second floor? I thought we had the entire second floor to ourselves.
Yeah, that's just it. You shouldn't. I don't understand. Somebody must have wrote it down wrong.
Which room? Mine?
She looks at it and is like, no, I guess it would be that room that you set up your studio in.
Lars's room.
I don't know. She shows the plan, and it's basically that middle room that is open on both ends, and you were using it for your studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I've got you guys as being the only one in there, so I don't. I mean, maybe they meant the third floor, same room, one floor up. Maybe somebody made a mistake. It wasn't your room, though. I'm betting it was just the wrong floor they wrote down. The whole thing is on paper. There's not a computer system for it. She does show it to you, though. It's like, yeah, somebody just made this entry today. They said second floor, and that would be kind of like here. She shows you on the map, and again, it corresponds to the room where you set up your recording studio. But of course, that can't be right because you guys have been renting out that floor. I mean, a couple of days now.
Yeah.
Got it for the whole winter.
Yeah.
I bet it was this floor. I bet it was third floor. And she flips over. It's like, well, yeah. Mr. Matthews checked in a couple of weeks ago on the third floor. He's due to have left today, but I don't see him having checked out. She kind of looks through the window. It's like, hey, can somebody go out there and see if there's like a kind of a tan or orange as you go out there? That's in license plate ends in X5.
I'll go look.
Yeah, I'll go with you.
It's just like right out front there. That's where everybody parks for. No, the only vehicle there is yours.
No, he's not here.
Oh, both of yours, I should say. Yeah. Oh, well, maybe we had another skipper and he left and they had to pop his room and that's why they took my pics. I mean, I don't know.
So then they went to the wrong room?
Well, even if they did that, it wouldn't have been your room. Like I said, it's this middle one here.
But then they went into my room as well.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll tell the owners, of course. I'm sure they'll give you a rebate on your on your hotel fee and all. I'm really sorry.
So if they went to the wrong floor, does that mean nobody's gone through his room yet?
I just got here. I don't know. It's set for room cleaning. Oh, I'm supposed to clean it tonight, actually.
Could we check it out?
See why not? There's not supposed to be anything in there. The person's supposed to have checked out today. She turns around.
Straight to larceny. Not even a pause.
Pulls the keychain, pulls the key off the wall, hands it to you, and said, okay, well, it's third floor, same room as like that middle one of yours.
All right. Well,
usually whoever gets to clean it has like first choice of anything that's left behind, and there's a lot of stuff left here, actually. But I mean, if you guys find anything, it's all yours.
all right.
All right.
Cool. You guys want to go check this room out? I mean,
Yeah.
it's a long shot, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's something we could use.
Yeah, you can't see a reason not to.
Let's just grab the camera on the way up because we might be able to get some B-roll or something out of the hotel room if there's something interesting that we want to.
Okay.
Yeah, we can stop by the room real quick. Maybe double check your room to make sure nothing's missing out of your room if they went through it.
I think you were the only one that made the roll, but James, as you pick up.
We failed last week.
Yep.
I remember that. Well,
as you pick up the camera and you go to load up, you're talking about the video camera, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you go to load up one of the cassettes in it. You notice that, that top cassette was still in wrap, and it's not. It's laying there on the top, but you left it in a wrap and it's been opened.
Someone has been here.
Oh. Wait, so they unwrapped a brand new tape? Is there anything on it?
Yeah, has it been used?
You want to go and play it back and find out?
Yeah.
Has been used. Who played in the first run of this that I did with you guys? Hey, remember how there was a video cassette that you guys found in the pawn store?
Oh, is this the cassette?
This is the cassette.
No.
So
It's nothing to me.
it is a group of folks that purport to be ghost hunters, and they're filming inside of, you think, is the abandoned hotel that's all boarded up. And it has a scene where it's like one of them is asking, like, "Where'd you go?" And then it's like, "Hey," and the video camera turns around, and then it's knocked to the floor, and then you see just a pool of blood kind of flowing towards the lens before the lens is covered.
Thanks.
Oh,
So, does anyone here recognise that? Or, I mean, as players, you get it, but do any of the characters go, "Wait a minute, we recognise"?
Does any of the characters happen to take a knowledge skill of pop culture?
Ooh, wait a second.
not pop culture for me.
You all can make a wisdom check. Actually, no.
No.
Let's do it as an intelligence check because it's more of a book thing. But if you had pop culture as a knowledge skill, you could add it.
I got film. That's about it. Oh, remember, that's any allies within 50 feet of me gain +1 to skill checks. Just remember that.
I got an 11.
Okay. Looking for like a 14.
I got a 16.
Okay.
I got a 0.
I pressed the button, but I don't know. There it is.
Here it is.
Mm.
11.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's annoying.
14.
Oh, Blutarski, you kind of remember seeing like these video sets were making their ways around the dorms. A group of ghost hunters called the Ghost Punchers would make these like these video cassettes that they would sell through mail of them exploring like abandoned and haunted places.
Okay.
They were also they got very popular because they had a their scream queen who was always there to scream on cue when something supposedly haunted happens, was very attractive, and they put out like special editions of like swimsuit edition of the Ghost Punchers. So the videotapes made their way around the campus.
That's awesome.
But there hasn't been a new one in a while. And their newsletter that usually gets sent out to all the people that subscribe or bought tapes hasn't gone out in a while.
Oh boy. I think the Ghost Punchers got punched.
By ghosts?
Yeah. Rid of them.
We're worse.
The living relatives of ghosts who were very mad that they were punching their ex-relatives.
Like what kind of reputations do these guys have? Are they
Okay, so combination of like Ghostbusters and Jackass, those two shows.
Okay, so yeah, that answers that question.
Yeah.
I'm going to cover myself in holy water, set myself on light, and then run through the cemetery.
Exactly that kind of stuff. Exactly that kind of stuff.
I love it. Okay. Why is that on one of our tapes?
It might just be someone had a tape that looked like ours. I mean, that's.
And just left it?
We had a lot. I mean, these tapes are fairly generic. It may have just been an extra spare tape they had.
It is it's the same tapes that you use. It just happened to be cellophane removed and just left on the top. So
yeah, I'm just saying someone else. Yeah, someone else may have had that kind of tape. Purely coincidentally, no reason to suspect anything supernatural.
Mm-hmm. And their recorder did not time or date stamp the video, so you don't know when it was done.
Damn it.
I'll put that to the side, get a fresh set, load it in.
Okay.
Yeah, at least that too.
To the room.
All right, you go up the floor.
Yeah.
Okay, right now, you thought you guys were the only ones staying here.
I thought Sherry was staying on the top floor as well.
She has another house around here, but she stays here occasionally, just like when she has to
Okay.
pull overnights and stuff like that.
Somebody was meant to be turning up on the upper
Soon.
floor.
Yeah.
But then they hadn't arrived when we left.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so you go to the door. It is locked. And just like yours downstairs, this would be like the center room, which means the room at the top and bottom would have doors going into this room that can be locked
Fake.
from within inside this room.
Yeah. Fake, why don't you give us a bit of a thing as if you were actually investigating a haunted room? Do some practice then.
Should I knock first, you think? Just in case somebody is still here? And knock?
There is no response.
I'll knock one more time.
Give us a bit to camera.
Oh, I look at the camera and knock.
Explain what you're doing.
We're checking to see if somebody is in the room, so we're not rude. A third time I knock.
You see what I have to work with here?
You told me to say what I'm doing. What do you mean, Lars?
Luckily, the audio track is a separate track that can be written over. Okay, yeah, there's no answer. You do have the key. The door is locked.
All right, I unlock it.
Okay, you lock it, and it doesn't open entirely. There is another lock on the inside. It opens a couple of inches, and it firmly butts up against a metal lock. It's one of these kinds that
like
are
chain.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, the kind that has to be done from inside the room, and you can't really do it once you've left the room.
Oh.
But remember, you can access this room from either room on either side.
Okay, so then maybe we gotta go back and get, or is this like a master key?
No, it's not a master key. It is the key to
Okay.
this room.
So we just gotta get another key to the other rooms, maybe.
I look at the other two. Why don't we check if the other door's actually open or not?
They are
unlocked.
Both doors are opened. Yeah, both doors are opened. Or
Okay.
unlocked, I should say.
Well, then we can go into either one of them and open up the other door.
All right, let's split up, gang.
That's always a great idea. We should split it. We should each go up by ourselves.
I mean, that would be a great idea, except we've only got one camera.
Oh, all right. Left or right?
Whichever one is the closest.
Yeah, walk into this room. It's been recently cleaned. The bed's all made up. There's little chocolates on the cover of the bed for the new
Yoink.
guests. So yeah, it's all set up for a new guest. It wasn't recently used, and according to Sherry, she wasn't due to clean this, so it hasn't been used. You go to the door that goes into the middle part. It is locked. So like you go to open it, it is locked from the middle room.
Is it a simple, like slidey bolt thing, or is it a key lock?
It looks like it's both a key lock and a bolt on the other side, because the door doesn't really open much at all. Like it rattles on the frame, so there must be a bolt on the other side.
But is there a bolt on this side as well? Because it's not.
There is. Yes. Yep.
Right. So we have an approximate idea of where the bolt might be on the other side. Yeah. No, that's the limit of my lockpicking knowledge. Okay.
I think you might have a skill that would cover lockpicking. Using the druggie.
I'm pretty sure I thought fake news.
Fake news does, I think. Yeah.
No, I know how to sell stuff. I know where to sell stuff. I don't know how to open doors.
I know I don't.
I have martial arts. I could karate the door open.
Sure, go ahead. Destroy some property. Why don't you?
Right.
Yeah, I've got a rank in parkour.
Yeah. You can move over to the door very efficiently. Congratulations.
Maybe we can get into it from outside.
No, the other door. We've got
we'll go to the other one and see if that's also locked. Yeah,
that one is not. That one is open.
There we go.
Yep.
Okay.
And also, this room was set up to be it's all fresh for a new resident. You try that middle door. The bolt is not thrown. So yeah, this must have been how the person got out. They didn't go through the front door of the room. They came out the side. The room smells heavily of cigarette smoke. As a matter of fact, you can see an overflowing ashtray at the side of the bed. The TV is left on, but the volume has been turned way down. It's currently playing a car commercial. The room definitely looks lived in. The curtains are not drawn. The curtains are closed. And actually, there's a sheet hung over them to act like a blackout sheet, so like morning sunlight would not come through at all. There is when I say slouch hat, do you guys understand what I mean? The little kind of, it doesn't go up very far at all. It has this brim. You see it on very, uh, I used to call them like taxi cab caps, or they've got another name, I'm sure. But yeah, there's a black slouch cap is on the side next to a bottle of like generic bourbon. There's a glass that looks like they'd freshly poured out. There's still a suitcase in the room, opened with a bunch of clothing in it. Jameis, the rest of you don't notice or hear this scene at all. And Jameis, your character doesn't think there's anything odd about this. Your friend that was overseeing you cutting the scene earlier lights up a cigarette next to you and says, "Yeah, hey, look, there's a secret compartment in that luggage right there. I got a letter to my wife and kid that should probably get posted. If you wouldn't mind doing the honors there for me, buddy."
Yeah. Now, Fake is normally supposed to be the face of the show, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, Fake, why don't you go over and get into the secret luggage package of the secret container of that luggage there and get that out.
The what?
Yeah, go on.
The secret. What are you talking? I just look at it. I find. Do I find a secret compartment?
Give
The
me a
luggage?
wisdom check.
A flat 20.
And
Let's
if
go.
you got any skills in like streetwise or larceny, anything like
No,
that.
but I rolled a 15 with
Yeah,
Lars
there
Assault.
is in fact a hidden pouch, and there
Right.
is a letter in it.
So here's my shock moment.
It's sealed. Yeah, it's got an address on it. The postage stamps are on it, although it hasn't been ran through a post office yet.
Lars, how do you know that there is a secret compartment in this luggage?
Oh, that's just what there is. We should probably post that. It'd be nice to. Pretty sure that'll be work for someone.
All right.
If we get that posted.
Okay. I put the letter away.
Yeah. Also try it, because since I now see that Fake doesn't have any performance ability, I'm going to try and direct her and sort of, this is how you do a stakeout and go into the thing. I've been hired to do this ghost stuff, so this is how you do it.
Fake, with that wisdom check, the other thing you find is that the clothing is a little odd. There's multiple sizes of clothes in here. It almost looks like it is a trunk full of costumes. Like there's like definitely some hillbilly chic. You've got your jeans and I forget what they're called. Kind of workman's kind of shirts, but you've also got some nice slacks with like business type of shirts. Some of them are, none of them are larger than none of them are smaller than like a men's medium in the 80s, and extra large is the largest that are in there, but two very different sizes. So like if, a medium person were to wear the extra large, it would be very billowy. You actually find a compact in there of makeup. And it's like flesh tones, not to highlight. Like a woman would use this as a concealer, or perhaps even to change your skin tone a little bit.
Does it match my skin tone?
No, it's definitely like rootier, more olive than your pale ass complexion.
Yeah. Thank you. I'll take the compact.
Yep. You also find like a package of like men's lifts, like you put them in your shoes to make like your half an inch or more taller.
Interesting. Who wants to be taller? Professor?
Why would I? No, I'm fine at the height I am.
Okay.
Just skirting under the law.
And let's see, you rolled a 14. Okay.
15 total.
Oh, 15. The other thing you find is a really nice fixed blade stiletto knife.
Ooh, I want that.
7-inch long blade, very thin, very light. And actually, you don't think it's made out of metal. You think this is one of them fancy ceramic knives. Kind that you can get on board of an airplane without having any issues show up.
This is the 80s. You can get all sorts of stuff on these flights without worrying about that.
They still x-rayed luggage in the 80s.
Okay, that's cool. Add that to the sheet. All right, what else is in this room? Let's get in investigating.
All right. You guys want to look around the room?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like nothing identifiable is left. No wallet, no ID, nothing like that. There is a pack of Marlboro Reds on the counter. Most of the way smoked through. The ashtray is just full of cigarette butts, like completely full. And if you look at the little side garbage can next to the side of the bed, mostly full with cigarette butts as well. The guy was a heavy smoker. TV is, like I said, is on, so that's flickering on in the room here. No one's turned on the light yet, so you're just kind of moving around by the light of that flickering TV. And I did say there was the blackout curtains that were hung over the normal drapes as well, so it's very dark in here, other than the TV set. These rooms come with kitchens, very small. It's enough to prepare a meal. Microwave ovens were a thing, so like they got them big bulky microwave ovens in here. Little refrigerator that still looks like it's packed with like TV dinners.
Let's find a light, I guess. Let's get some better look-see around here.
Okay, which one do you turn on? There's the overhead for the room, and there's like a light right next to the bed.
Let's do the overhead.
Okay. Yeah, lights up. Room is dirty. It doesn't look like he's let anyone to clean it for the time that he's been here. Eat a lot. He's eaten a lot of meals in this room. Like there's a lot of TV dinner trays in the garbage can. It hasn't been taken out. It looks like this person's been here for a few weeks, looking at things. No shoes in the room. You got the luggage of costume clothing, or something to make a disguise with, perhaps to make him look like different types of people. But no shoes anywhere. Not even like shower shoes. No ID, no personal items like a cigarette lighter, you would think. No. There is a mostly used up book of matches from Taste of Bloodworth, which is where you guys are right here.
I'm going to light up one of his cigarettes.
Okay.
Just
straight Marlboro Red. Yeah.
Cowboy killer, baby. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of like look around. Is the bed made?
No, it's very rumpled, but it doesn't look like he actually laid underneath the sheets. Looks like he just laid on top of all the sheets. All the pillows, even the ones that are used for like on the couch and stuff, are all shoved up like he's was propping himself to watch a lot of TV.
Is the blackout curtains, is that standard for this place, or is it an addition?
Well, is what standard? Sorry.
The blackout curtains.
No, not standard. Definitely not standard.
Okay. So, maybe he set up some sort of photo lab or other cameras or something, because if he wanted to black out the light, or he just liked to stay in during the day.
We're on the third floor or the second floor now, aren't we?
Third floor.
Third floor. Sorry, third one up. Or second one up, third floor, America. Yeah. It's not just stop somebody from looking in, either. Unless
this is the sunny side of the building, so like the first light of the morning sun would be coming right in full through those windows.
All right. So weird. I guess they're just a night person. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I guess we can check the bathroom real quick.
Okay, you walk into the bathroom.
Yeah.
There is a lot of equipment in the bathroom. Trays, tongs.
Oh.
You notice that the lights have been removed and replaced with red lights. They're chemicals.
Oh.
You've seen photo labs often enough to know that he was developing photographs in here. There are clothespins strung up over where the shower line curtain is. The curtain's been pulled down, but there's no photos in here at all right now. No film, just everything you would need to develop photographs, including and of course, Von Troyer would know what this is. It's a machine that will take will enlarge a picture.
The negative, yeah.
Oh. Hey, Lars, we got a photo lab. Excuse
If there's any film in there that we need to be careful of with light?
No, there's no film left, no photos, but all the chemicals and stuff are here.
Could I mean, presumably I've had to hide drugs in places and around rooms, etc. Could I scan over the room and see if there's anywhere where, might have left?
You walk
secret
over to
hiding
the
places?
toilet and you pull off the back of the toilet.
Oh, we're going to do that. Are we?
Yep.
Okay.
And sure enough, there is a film canister that's been wrapped in like a little baggie and taped to the inside of the toilet bowl.
Ooh, don't open that yet. Because we have the light on in the other room.
Oh, good. Then we can see what's on there, right?
No, you got to do it in the red light. There's a red light in this room.
It depends if the film's being developed and fixed or not.
Yeah.
If he's fixed the film, then that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, we can try and switch to the other light source and see if that's a bit better to see by while we do things. Chad, can you get the lights, please?
Oh, sure.
All right. Tell me exactly what you do. So you turn off the main light.
Yep.
Okay. And then what?
Direct him to turn on the bed light.
Chad, you turn on the bed light, and at first, there's no light coming out of it, but you notice there's something glowing on the wall behind the television.
Okay. Hey,
Okay.
guys.
It is
There's
like a
something
detective's. It is like a detective's. What do you call them? Postulation boards, where they're writing out their thoughts and connecting ideas.
The red yarn board.
But it's all been put in like a grease marker that's only showing up because it's a black light that's in the bulb is a black light bulb that's put into the bedroom thing.
This is all being filmed.
Yeah. And so like as you move it so you can get a better angle on the wall, you can tell that, yeah, he wasn't watching television. He was pondering what was on that board from the bed. And the TV itself is on kind of like a rolling coaster. So it's either he moved it back into that position or it was moved back into that position to cover the wall.
So you're saying that he saw the TV glow.
Okay. And what it is he's got some establishments around Bloodworth on the wall, and he's got kind of lines between them. And there's some markings that say like first murder ? Second murder ? Is this where the bodies went? Another question mark.
Damn it. Somebody's trying to scoop us. We got to get
Well,
Well,
if he's disappeared now, then you can take it.
I mean, he could have just rushed off to submit his deadline. Submit his stuff before deadline. I don't know.
Could have. It's not like we'd hear anything about it.
So yeah, Jameis, your buddy who's lit up another cigarette is talking to you. It's like, yeah, I never really figured out. I figured all the bodies went to any of the various hog farms around here. You're probably not going to be able to find anything left from that. There's definitely something going on with the abandoned factory over there. And he's walking over to the wall, and you're kind of just following him.
Yeah.
And he's like pointing.
Well, I was thinking of the factory is probably one of the things we wanted to investigate.
And the hotel, of course. That's what brought me out here in the first place. Those missing filmographers, those little fuckers that kept selling those VHS tapes and magazines.
Yeah.
They went missing right there. All I ever found was that VHS tape and a coin. Oh, it's in the bed. It's in the dresser by the bed, by the way.
Chair, can you get the coin?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't hear it.
Yeah, you don't hear this conversation.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just something that's in.
I'm
Bob
obviously
Troyer's
responding
head.
to someone, and but you don't see the guy.
Okay.
So I've just asked you out of the blue. Can you get the coin?
What coin?
You might be high enough that it doesn't matter. I don't know. The one on the dresser, it's probably disconnected, apparently.
Do I know what he's talking about, right?
There is a dresser by the bed. You don't know anything about any coin, though. There is a dresser right there.
Okay. I'll go grab the coin.
Okay. You open the dresser. There's which probably is the black light sensitive grease pen that he was using to write on the wall with. And there is a coin there. It's you know what a challenge coin is, guys?
Oh,
It's about the
yes.
size of like a silver dollar, and they're usually commemorating something.
And they're in like ranks or
They can be if they're military, yeah, but this is
Yeah.
not military. This has got like just sigils in some weird language all over it. Yeah, there,
Ooh.
yeah.
I have a knowledge skill for that.
In knowledge skill in occult.
Occult.
Give me a roll. This would be intelligence, and then whatever bonus you've got in that.
So how do I roll a
Just roll a
skill on
d20
this?
and then add whatever to it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm adding
You have
5.
to throws to do.
I have 15 is what I
15.
roll.
Okay, it is in what is affectionately called the Enochian alphabet, or the language of the
It's
ancients.
always a Nokia. And
Yeah,
it's
it's kind of a very, what would you call it? Kind of a frou-frou astrological BS type of crap that's going around. Very heavy in the early 80s. You could actually buy a copy of the Necronomicon at Walden Books, which was complete rubbish.
I got the paperback edition.
Yeah, there we go.
Is that an Enochian coin? Oh my god.
yeah, it's a coin.
Mhm.
I don't think it's a Nokian.
Yeah. With a roll of 15, it's basically the bearer of the token is a member of the cult of something. You can spell out. You don't know what it's. I mean, you can spell out what the letters are. ARKS. You know what that is.
Arcs.
Arcs.
That wasn't
ARKS.
the name of the survivors group
No, it was
we
not.
had before. It wasn't. No.
Arkham Kickstarter Society. No, wait.
No internet. Well, there is an internet, but no easy way to look that up anywhere. But yeah, you don't know what it means. It doesn't have any significance in the occult world that you know of. And again, it's the lettering isn't like it is. It's almost like we're copied out of a Walden bookstore book to write it on here. It's not real occult anything. It just made to look like it.
Oh. So it's a fake.
Oh, it's definitely a fake.
Well, it could be a real thing that's pretending to be a fake.
Yeah, it could be a real. Yeah, that's true.
It
But
could be
it doesn't have any real occult significance. Let's put it that way. The lettering was just cribbed off of a sheet. The person doesn't really know anything about the language.
Yeah, I relay that info to them. Like, well, this is a thing, but it's not.
They didn't conjugate their tenses correctly here, so this is obviously.
It's not-
Either somebody who didn't know what they were doing did this, or I
It's
don't
not
know.
currently possessing a ghost.
What material is it made out of? It's not the material that we're meant to be paying attention to there, is it? That is important.
It's heavy, but it's not precious. It's not silver. You're thinking it's either bronze or some kind of bronze alloy.
Okay,
Hmm.
cool. It's not.
It's made out of aluminium. In fact, there's a chocolate coin inside. Yay!
No, I got that from the bed already. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Does anybody know how to do anything with these film things that we've got
Yeah.
to develop them, or whatever it was you were talking about?
Well, yes, I am the filmmaker amongst us.
Okay, good.
Yep. If you want to spend some time in the bathroom developing, you've got everything you need here to develop and enlarge those photos. It is.
We don't have this set up ourselves, do we?
No.
Downstairs.
Mm-mm.
Do we have room that we could nick all this and put it up?
Absolutely.
Downstairs?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think you've sequestered the bathroom in that third room for anything yet. So yeah.
Well, yeah, we might as well make use of this stuff now that we've got it. We can take it back down. Anything else we need to deal with while we're up here?
Just get that letter mailed off to my family there. They'll be able to claim my pension and all.
Yeah. It's magically. That's something Lars will do without really. I don't know how much I need to explicitly state that he will do it.
Now, while you're at it, did you want to either jot down or just film this?
I've been filming at
the wall
time,
so that you can get the board down. Yeah,
I've been filming that. Then Skippy.
Yep. He's basically marked sites around town where he's thinking some things might have gone down. Although looking at it, it's not paranormal stuff. Like it looks like he's tracing a string of murders.
We got a murder story.
I don't know, Professor, you might want to copy down a copy of this map just because so you know where all the good stuff is.
Actually, you can go over to the dresser, and there is a map of the town of Bloodworth Hollow. It's in the reception area of Taste of Bloodworth as well, and you can just kind of use that map and mark down everything that he's written on the wall, if you want.
See, it's really easy when they're the ghost telling you where to go.
All right. I'm gonna say that's it on my end. I can't think of anything else we should check out.
Anyone going to question Von Troyer how he just knew there was a coin in the drawer?
Well, I did ask, like, what coin? How do you know about that? And then the secret compartment. So I'm kind of like side-eyeing Lars now. Like, what?
I just put it out so casually as if everyone knew that it was there.
Yeah.
As if it was just a thing that everyone knew.
Is there a closet?
Yeah.
What's in the closet?
Nothing.
Nothing.
The hangers are gone.
Oh.
There's nothing in the closet at all.
Oh, wow.
So we'll unbolt the front door, the main door, so we can get out easier and then nick the photo stuff for taking it downstairs to our bathroom so we can set it up there.
Yeah, I'll help you carry stuff.
Well, so I was going to have to because I've got to go with a big bulky camera.
Yeah.
If this is we got a black light in here so that we can see the stuff on there. There's no if we look around anywhere, there's no splatters of blood or anything so that to tell.
I was waiting for someone to actually come up with that. I was going to make you make a roll, but since you asked, yes. There is some spotting of blood going out through the apartment that you came in through, right? It's not a trail. It's just like little flicks of blood. It's not a lot. It's just like little, and it seems to, like an arc going from around where the bed is and then just out where you guys came in.
That lamp, it's a table lamp that has the black light?
Yep. It's got a gooseneck, so you can kind of move it around. It's meant to be a reading lamp.
Can I unplug it and take it into the other room and plug
all
it in?
All of your rooms have the same
there?
lamp. Yeah, all of your rooms have the same lamp. The only thing different about this is the bulb.
All right, I'm going to take this lamp, unplug it, take it to the other room, plug it into a wall outlet, and look around in there now.
Oh, in your rooms?
No, in the adjacent room that we came
in the adjacent.
into.
Okay, yeah. So again, so some more spots of blood here and there. And again, it's not like copious. It's just like if someone were to have a small cut or something and it would drop little beads here and there. Actually, this is a good one. There's no like serology skill. So let's just do. If anyone has biology or physics, otherwise just make intelligence checks.
I got chemistry. First aid, but also yes.
First aid would be good.
Oh, I have a first aid. I rolled 24. First aid.
Okay. So
that's a net 20 for those on the audio.
So it must have been a small wound, but had some force behind it, or the body was moved suddenly because it created that arc.
I relay that info. It's interesting. Does the blood go out into like the hallway?
It does. And then
Alright.
down the stairs.
Take the lamp. I'm like plugging it into wall outlets as I go.
Yep.
And it goes all the way downstairs and
Yep. And then it actually goes out the side of the stairs on the side of the building that you guys came up. It goes out there, and then it kind of gets lost because you don't have an outlet near enough to follow anything further down.
Yeah.
I want to check our rooms with the black light now.
Okay. Other than your own fluids,
Yeah,
your rooms were cleaned very well. Like you're actually looking underneath the beds, and they do a really good job of cleaning these rooms.
Suspiciously so, that they're used to trying to get rid of weird blood fluids or other
It's amazing. They change their carpets after every guest.
I go to shine it on Chad's bed, and I think twice before I do, and I just avoid it. I avoid it altogether.
Chad's room is just an explosion of organics.
It's just one of those like.
Oh. He's only been here one night.
Yeah.
It's on the ceiling.
Wait, I'm sharing with Chad, aren't I?
Technically, the three of us are sharing with Chad in the other room.
You're in the splat zone.
Yeah. The only thing you actually see at all is that the shared room, the communal living area, they didn't do as nice of a job of cleaning out here as they did in your room. So like there are some stains, not necessarily blood stains, but like there are like, some grease stains and other stains that haven't been completely cleaned up, but you can't really see that with the naked eye.
Oh.
Yes, Lars. Talk to me.
Yeah. No, you got that. Did you replace is that the lamp?
He took the whole lamp out of the room.
Holding a lamp.
I was just thinking, do you want to keep the black light here and put the non-black light lamp in there back up in the bedroom so we've got a black light if we need it?
Well, I just take the bulb out.
You got the lamp right here.
That's fair.
Yeah, so you took the development kit for photos, and you took the black light out, and you did get a video of the wall, and the professor wrote down notes on one of the brochures. Okay.
Yeah.
And who has the coin?
Chip, probably, because no one else.
You took it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Chad has
unless Fake took it off and to have a good examine of it.
No, I looked at it, but I gave it back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chad, actually, it's kind of nice in the hand. It's good and hefty, and you just kind of want to roll it across the top of your hand. It's fun. It's like a nice little fidget thing. And because as you're doing this, you can feel where it's been smoothed over. You kind of have the feeling that's exactly what this is used for. Like somebody who was really nervous or fidgety would rub this or play with it.
Okay.
All right. So it's getting on late in the night. What do you guys want to do? And again, none of you are probably tired because you started the day really late.
Well, we don't actually have a red bulb either, unfortunately.
I would assume you would have taken it from the other room.
Oh, the other room did it. Okay, yeah, we also sort of bulbs. Yeah, well, I can have a look at this film. see if there's just immediately what's on there or anything. We'll set it up to.
I mean, yeah.
All right.
We don't know who the person in this room was, do we?
You've got a name.
But that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
What's
Paid
his
in
name?
cash.
What's his name?
Oh, give me a second.
It was on the guest register, so
Yeah.
Shelley gave it to us. Mr. Smoky Man.
Robin Akers.
Hmm.
Name or job description, you decide.
I mean, Sherry didn't say she knew anything about it, did she?
Mm-mm.
But then,
You didn't get the impression that she ever talked to the person.
yeah. I might go downstairs then. Anyway, if you guys don't mind, I can try and find a Yellow Pages or something and just see if Robin Akers happens to be advertising their services in the local papers or something, or in the Yellow Pages. See if we can find out who they were through that.
Yeah, they definitely do have Yellow Pages down here. Flipping through it though, phone book in Yellow Pages doesn't appear to be a native of Blood Hollow, at least not in the book.
Yeah, but it could have been, well, doesn't matter. I'm sure. And no advertising for services either with a similar sort of name is what
No.
I was really thinking of, because wouldn't need
Robin
to stay.
Akers for all your corpse bearing needs.
I mean,
you never
could
know.
be for all we knew. But I mean, I don't. Disappointing.
Yep. Now you do have that letter.
I mean, we don't have that. I'm guessing
Jameis probably grabbed it. Or Von Foyer
Lars.
probably grabbed it.
I have the letter.
Yep.
Did
I
you?
have, I pocketed the letter.
No, why haven't you opened it and told us what it says?
Well, it's mail, but what's the address?
Yeah,
to?
I mean that's addressed and everything with stamps on it. You would be committing a federal crime.
Right.
No, it's not been posted to the
It's not
federal
been posted
authorities yet. So
Yeah. As far as Lara's concerned, that would be something that you need to mail without a further thought of doing with it in any way. Would
I
not
do want to
occur
know the address on the envelope, though.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia. Wow, he was a long ways from home. Okay.
Well, like, sort of. I mean, the Appalachians go through Georgia, and
That's fair. Interesting. All right. I don't know. I'm not tired yet.
Yes, I'll do some film. I don't know what you guys are doing. You won't all fit in the bathroom.
Do you need assistance with the photo stuff?
How dexterous are you? Have you been
Dexterous?
punted? No.
I'm very dexterous.
Yep. Need to be so careful around chemicals.
okay, you have the skill, so I'm not going to have you roll for it actually. But fake news will shorten the time that it actually takes. But there's a lengthy process involved. As you're pointing out, you've got to fix the negatives, and then you've got to blow them out, and then you've got to develop. So it's a lengthy process.
Yeah.
That will take you most of the night. So if you want to do that, now there's a lot of waiting in there though. But it's timed. Like it's got to be pretty on schedule if you want them to come out right. So you can take naps in between if you want, but that's going to take most of the night to develop.
If you leave them too long, you ruin the pictures.
You ruin them, or they get overexposed and all kinds of other things. My digital makes photography so much easier.
But then you get people who insist on having the original film and doing it by hand because it's the authentic view.
Yep. Yeah, so if the two of you are taking shifts to do that, you both can get some sleep as well, but this will take basically all night to develop that roll of film. So I'm going to say that's going to take both of you out of anything else that's going on tonight. Is there anything else that your other two want to do?
I guess I want to stay downstairs looking out to see if anybody comes back from the search parties.
Okay.
Who are meant to
No,
be looking for
that's good. Yeah.
Because, I mean, we don't know enough to go out and look around.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of anything else we need to investigate right now. And there's nobody to sell drugs to.
Yeah, the street is very empty tonight, considering all the drag racing that took part the night before.
I guess the only other thing I'm vaguely interested is asking Sherry if she knows where Naya, is it Hibbert or Hibbard was? If she knows where she's staying in Kidtown, that was the person who was missing their sister.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I think that is the most recent disappearance, so she might have do the best interviews for us.
Yeah, she basically tells you that there's a trailer park, and she shows it to you on the map. Her sister had rented out one of the trailers, and she just kind of moved in and took over the lease.
Okay, all right. So yeah, aside from that, stay downstairs, watch out for anybody.
Pretty much that's the only, unless you're staying here at the Taste of Bloodworth, the trailer park is the only like transient living place there is. Like there's no other place to stay. So you're either staying here at Taste of Bloodworth, the old hotel is closed, or you're renting at the trailer park.
Okay.
Now they do have RV camping there too. So there are people that come through with RVs and stay there. But again, those are your only two transient places. Yeah, and you're joining her as she's working through some pretty advanced like algebra that she's working through, some calculus while she's watching Headbangers Ball in the background, and she's still got her earphones on while all this is going on.
I mean, I don't think I can help out with any of that. I don't think I've got any.
Do you have any psychology at all?
I don't know that there is a psychology skill.
It's a knowledge skill. Psychology is one of the disciplines.
Is it?
Yeah. Either that, or if you've got a skill that allows you to read people, which there are a few that could work for that.
Does street smarts give me a read on people? Because
street smarts can, although that's not really. Let me think. Here.
No. Looks over.
Yeah, it's either going to be a knowledge skill in something like psychology. Street smarts, what do you have in it? What's your bonus? I'm tempted to give you half of what your bonus is, because you know how to read people in general, at least enough to know if they're a mark or if they're going to be dangerous.
1 rank and +2, so
3
points.
3 points. I'll give you a +2. So wisdom, and then a +2. D20 plus your wisdom bonus, and then +2.
It's closed. I seem to have closed alchemy, so I'm going to roll
use regular dice until we figure out what we're going to use for VTT.
I have a 17 plus.
Okay.
No, hold on. Plus 20.
Okay. So in the 80s, this was not as well documented thing as it is now, but you've come across these people before, or these kind of personalities, we'll say. So in the modern day, she's slightly autistic. So like the reason she's got TV going, headphones on, is because she's stimming. She needs a distraction to be able to focus. So like she's distracting part of her brain so the other part can focus on what she's doing. It's just another quirk trait that she has. Because you're thinking, wow, why is this person having a TV on, listening to music, talking to you, and still being able to do their math all at the same time? Okay. So just that could mean something, could maybe not, but but it does put you in the mind of the coin you found earlier. Another trait of someone like this would be to have something that they would have to fiddle with or fidget with.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't remember what it was now. Ox? Or was it
Arcs, yeah,
AKRS? It was Ox.
AKRs, yeah.
You haven't heard of Ox, have you, Sherry? Since you're here?
Oh, yeah, it's a club over at the college.
When you say club?
Yeah, like one of those literary things. They get together and they talk about like books and movies. A lot of it is like horror films. They really like that, like H.P. Lovecraft guy and Dunsany and a lot of that like historical horror stuff. They watch a lot of bad movies.
Oh. Wow. There's a lot of bad movies that are improved with certain products. Maybe I could go down there.
Lots of black and whites. Like I went on a date with one of the folks in there, and I like the Vincent Price flicks. Those were pretty good.
Okay, yeah. Do they let anybody in then?
I mean,
Just
you got to be a
anybody?
student, and they've got a faculty advisor because you have to have one of those for an official club on campus. But they got flyers out at the beginning of years all the time, and they've got a lot of seniors and freshmen. And I mean, it's a pretty big club.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah, just like there's a lot of history in this area with a lot of folklore about like fae and creatures from hell. She kind of laughs at that. So like this area is like really big on folklore, and that's kind of what they study as well, just into. But most of it's just like campy trash stuff.
Oh, okay. Seems a very spooky area. Really. Glad we came here.
Yeah.
Makes for good.
They have regular meetings. I mean, if you go on the campus, I'm sure you can find a meeting schedule.
Cool.
I only attended a couple of them. I can't really remember when they held their meetings and watched their movies and all. But yeah, it's a college club.
All right. Well then, I guess we'll.
About this time, Flo comes in, smoking a cigarette. She puts her coat on. Let's see. How observant are you? Why don't you give me a roll on that? I think the spot skill is based on your wits.
Yeah, spot being actually one of the macros that's there.
Yeah, and you might actually have bonuses from your class for spot.
Not for.
Spot's an
Spot's not a
skill.
skill. Spot is like an action.
I've got points in spot.
You can get points in spot, yeah, but it's not really a skill. You're given points in your class and some other things. Your occupation could give you points in it too.
Yeah, no, I haven't got anything, so I'll just.
Yeah, so then use your wisdom bonus. D20 plus your wisdom bonus.
A massive 3. I'm too interested in the coffee.
That's fine. Flo looks tired, and she does come over, and she puts a fresh pot on. And then she's shaking out the grounds and putting it in the tub. She goes, "Okay, well, we found her. The vet's going to be closed for a couple of days. She's okay. She's okay."
It's good to hear. Do we know what happened?
Look, it was kind of a family dispute sort of thing. We got it all settled out. It's all right. It's okay. It's not really my story to tell. Being family and all. I mean, you can ask her if she's willing to talk about it when she's back. She'll probably open up again in a couple of days.
It was a giant cat thing that attacked.
Yeah, mountain lion. Yeah.
I mean, I know people take their work home with them, but
Oh, he probably just wandered in off the streets, back door left open and all. Probably smelled or heard all those animals, and just buffet.
Okay. Well, thanks for telling me. Are you
Yeah,
starting your
yeah.
shift now? Or?
No, I'm just gonna get a couple of cups of coffee here before bed. Just unwind a little bit before I head home. Sherry, you mind if I turn on the TV over here? She just waves her off, and she takes a ashtray, a pot of coffee, and goes and sits down and kind of turns on a TV to news channel. Nothing special going on. There's Weather Channel comes up. They're calling for a hard, cold winter.
All right. Well, I'll go back up and tell everybody. Well, tell whoever's awake.
Yeah.
Not
So
in the dark.
let's
What's
move
going on?
over to Bill. Bill, what is Blutarski doing? Two of your friends are developing photographs. The professor went downstairs to chat it up with Sherry.
Well, taking a cue from Miss News, I'm looking for I don't know, just weird little places people would hide stuff.
Where? Like in your flat of rooms up here?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You can go ahead and give me a spot roll. So wisdom, you might have ranks in it somewhere else. Give me a second while you roll that. Dog wants out.
Like underneath floorboards and stuff.
3.
Woo! You may be able to find your own stash, but I'm not going to put good on.
Pretty much.
You're so observant today.
All right. What'd you come up with, Bill?
I don't know.
You have a +1 to spot.
The roll, yeah, 3.
You got 3. Okay.
Yeah.
No, you don't come across anything new. I will point out you guys did do an extensive search of these things prior, so nothing has really changed. Your room with the 3, you really can't tell if someone's been through your room or not because you're just a slob.
Yeah.
So,
pretty much.
all right. So the professor comes up, tells you folks, just give them the info dump.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything to hold back.
Okay. And so, yeah, we're pretty late into the night now. Do you guys want to wind down?
I think so. Yeah.
All right. So you and Fake are trading off like a few hours in between as you guys have to swap out chemicals and etc. So come the morning, so Lars and Fake, you guys got enough sleep, but not a lot. It's all broken up here and there, but you still got enough sleep. If anyone's down hit points, you can take a hit point back. You're all woken up by the sounds, of course, the diners. The diner opens fairly early, and diner's conversation downstairs. It's the floors and the wood is thick enough that it's just a very dull. You're not awoken by it, but by the time you do rouse yourself, you can hear it. You've got your photographs. They look like long range from like a telephoto style camera lens, black and white, so that they're very high quality, but they're not in color. It also looks like they are probably taken at night, so there was some kind of light filter used as well to bring out the pictures. And what you're seeing is, you think, because again, at night, at a long distance, but it kind of looks like a big muscly, or just a big man with a chainsaw chopping something up, and he's wearing he's got either the head of or is wearing the head of a pig. And so it's like several fast clicks, or it's fast film, right. So it's not movie, but there's a few seconds between each frame. And so you're looking at it and it looks like he's holding up someone's head by the hair, You can't tell exactly because it's from such a far distance, but that's what it looks like. And he's throwing it into a pig trough. And you can kind of see the area around. It looks like it's a farm. He's cutting something up, dismembering something up with a chainsaw and feeding it to some pigs. And like it's a full moon out at night.
Well, how lovely.
Well, that's terrifying.
It's not terrifying enough that I'm gonna make you make a check because it's impression, right? It's not clear enough for you to be sure, but it sure gives you the impression of that.
Is there a photo or part of a photo where I can get the farm itself without them being in it, so we could say to
Yes.
someone,
Yeah.
what farm is this?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, exactly. Like you don't see any signs, but if you held it up to a regular or a townie, they could probably tell you.
Cool. Make sure
But
they're
there's no
copied.
disguising the fact that this was taken with a long distance lens, you know.
Well, no one knows where we have to keep going from. So just,
Mhm. All right. So that's what's on the film.
nice. Really filling up our find stuff out score here, which we don't want to do.
Yeah, we do. It makes for a better program.
All right. So Chad, I guess we never did get to you. Did you want to do anything that night?
No, just paying attention.
Okay, yeah. So you look around and you don't see anything out of the ordinary. I guess you eventually get some sleep as well.
Well,
So by the time you guys get up, and it's probably a fitful night, none of you probably slept well at all. So you're up, reasonably early. Smell of coffee, bacon cooking downstairs.
I go for my morning jog.
Okay. Well, as you're going out, it's not Flo. She doesn't have the really early morning shift. Actually, did I write down her name? Give me a second. Let's see if I've got her name here. Lacey. Lacey has got the morning shift, and she's like, "Oh, hey, dear. Hey, Sherry left you an envelope. Hands it over to you. She like gets it out of her apron, hands it over to you.
Oh, thank you.
Just a quick note. Sherry apologizing again, but said that she asked around and nobody took her lockpicks, so they just went missing.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yep. Out on your jog, you pass by the vet clinic. It is boarded up from the broken glass, and there is a closed sign that just says "We'll be open. We'll be open Friday."
What's today?
Closed till Friday, Wednesday.
Okay. Okay. Well, that happened overnight. That's interesting. Yeah, I just go on my little morning jog up and down the street.
Okay. Give me a spot check. Again, it's just a wisdom if you don't have any other bonuses from anything else.
I have a +2 to my spot.
Okay.
I rolled a 17.
Pass some groups of farmers that do not look like they get along with one another. Like there's two distinctive groups, and there's some harsh words between them. You can kind of feel like there's some animosity there, but no one's actively like going after one another. Just a lot of like crosswords.
Ooh, okay. I'm assuming that's the Lees and the other
Hoopers. Lees and
Hoopers.
Hoopers. Okay, so Fake's making her rounds, doing her runs. Everyone else is up. You guys have seen the photographs. Anything you want to do this morning, including eating? There's a smell of bacon.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, is there anything, and I'm aware of the sort of diner I'm in, healthy on the breakfast menu?
Not really. The menu is full of things like biscuits and gravy, all kinds of pork products. The healthiest thing on there is egg white. You can have scrambled eggs with just the egg white.
There's
And
no
toast.
porridge, no muesli, nothing like that.
Oh yeah, there's cereal.
Oh yeah,
Grapefruit.
I'll just go for the cereal.
Okay, yeah. Put an order in. Oh,
I'm
actually,
gonna.
yeah. Did I have you write down anything on your character sheet? I think I
Yes,
had. Yeah.
yes, we did.
What did I have you write down? And how many
It was
points?
just one.
One.
One
Okay.
hash. I had one hash so far.
Make a save for me. Magic save.
I
Treat
shall.
your save as one less than normal.
I rolled an 11.
Okay.
I don't know what my save is. I still don't know what my save is, and I have no idea what my save is.
You have to roll under it, whatever it is.
Let me look at your sheet. I thought I put it on
Here
there.
we go. I can move it over. Yeah, no, it failed.
Failed. Okay, you order bacon.
Hmm.
You didn't intend to order bacon, but you ordered bacon.
Hmm.
And now that it's
Yeah,
here
yeah.
on the table along with your grapefruit and muesli, you really want bacon.
Trying to eat well, but apparently,
Yeah, you can't resist bacon. It's magical like that.
yeah.
I'm gonna get some pancakes.
Yeah, when you come back in all sweaty and everything. Richard, Bill, what are your two characters doing?
Yeah, going down for breakfast as well. Start the brand new day with a nice cigarette, at least, and a cup of coffee.
Okay.
I am not going to forego the lures of bacon. I'm going
Okay.
to fully participate in the eating of bacon.
Okay. Yeah. Big piles brought out.
Yep.
Lots of coffee everywhere. Lots of farmers here this morning. A few college students, or what you expect to be college age students, getting quick breakfast in. Lacey recognizes your faces, just kind of nods at you, takes down your orders. Everything seems to be going well. You're back there, Fake. There doesn't seem to be the two different groups of farmers in here. At least if there is, they don't seem to be mad at each other. Like ethnically, looking at them, there's not really a lot of difference. They look,
Hillbilly trash only has one gender. Only has one ethnicity.
Well, I mean, not so much that. Like, you could definitely tell, like, there are traits within the Hoopers that all make them, once you figure out who the Hoopers are, you can kind of, like, the forehead slopes like this, the chins are pointed, they tend to have long noses, and the other side is like they tend to be ruddier complexion, not quite as pale, stockier of build. Coopers are the stockier of the two.
Are you saying that theirs might be slightly inbred?
Well, not necessarily. I mean, nobody looks like they've got any physical deformities or anything. It just, they have very characteristic family line.
Interesting. Okay. Well, we know that what's her face was a Lee, so I'm assuming that just the Lees come here if she works here.
It is the thinner, more angular face ones.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that you are. That's the Lee look.
Yeah. All right. Guys, you want to go on a trip today? I kind of want to go check out Aviation Hill.
What's aviation?
Why?
It's the next town over. There's an FBI location there. I want to
College.
check in with the badge number. The college is there. We can look into the ARCs thing.
Do we
but
want to look into the Arcs thing?
if we wanted to,
We find out the name of the person who. Well, we know the name of the person who was there.
we can mail the letter. I feel like we should mail that outside of this town. So if we drop it in a post office box in Aviation Hill.
And sort of looking at the time, we should also talk to what's his name at the bank.
Ah, good point. Yes.
Chad, Cliff,
Chad.
Chad.
Chad at the bank. Yep. You got to
I thought
give
it was
him a
something
deposit
name
to
like
hold on
that.
to.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
At the rate we're going, we're probably going to need some more tape and stuff anyway, so pick that up over there.
Okay. You have your breakfast. Have a little talk. You head over to the bank first. Chad's knows exactly what's going on with that. He was expecting you guys, and he just gives you a note basically saying that he's holding on to the deposit. It's redeemable if you bring back the truck in a reasonable condition. He's your impartial third party hanging on to the cash.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Do we?
Does everybody go into the bank?
Yeah.
May as
Okay.
well.
I guess so.
Something that you can't help but notice is that they've got a wall of missing persons. There's a lot of pictures on that wall.
Okay.
I've got a wall. Woo! The bank has walls.
Yes.
All right. Well, seeing as I mentioned it earlier, go over and find, see if Hibbert or
Yep.
Hibbard. See if that picture is on there.
It is the most recent one.
Yeah. Okay. And now we know. Can we just take them?
Well, they're behind glass.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, but you do. I did say that you guys had some Polaroid cameras, so like you could take a picture
Take
of
a
it.
photo of a photo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crappy copy. And presumably there's a phone number or something on the contact details.
It is. It is. Yep.
Is it? Can I tell if it's?
It's the same number you've seen for her sister that's been shown on some of the other missing pictures you've seen.
Right. Is that that's
Local.
an internal number?
It's a local number.
Local.
Yep.
That's the word I was looking for, not internal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A local number for local people.
Yeah.
Well, she's not local. She's not a local person. Well, maybe she is now. But yeah. All right.
Okay. Yeah, done with that. Yeah, it's just an awful lot of pictures on that wall. An awful lot.
I mean, can we video this and just show how many people are missing?
Yeah.
Would that be a
All right.
good
So
thing?
when you try to bring a video camera to the bank, you
Yeah,
are
I
told.
would first check with Chad as to we can bring a camera in.
Yeah,
some
no.
banks are like,
You're welcome to take photographs of the board. Or he's actually willing. Like if you make sure you bring that camera in and don't take your lens cap off, except to film this wall, that's all right. But you can't film the bank.
Yeah, not that I would know what it's like trying to film a bank for any reason.
Yeah, for none at all. Yeah. Why do you keep pointing your camera up at our camera, sir?
You take a very good detailed look at the security guard uniform.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he doesn't mind. Like he'll sit there and make sure that all you film is that wall. But he does point out, like it sounds very rehearsed. It's like, well, we are here in the heart of the Appalachian Mountains, and we get a lot of hikers going through. And as you well know, that there's a preponderant number of people that go missing every year in the Appalachians, and we are one of the trailhead stops. And so these are often the last places you'll see these people. We're fully within the average number per year that go missing.
Note to self: get a lens cap with some pinpricks in it, so it looks like it's closed. But actually,
it is actually shocking how many people go missing, even to the modern day, in forests every year. Shocking number.
Why are they all up in the bank, though? Yes, because.
Oh no, he'll explain that because you're filming, and he kind of knows why you're here. It's like, well, I mean, it is this in the post office. You'll find a similar board over at the post office. We are the two local government installations. The bank, of course, is federally insured, and we have federal oversight here. So,
wouldn't the sheriff have an office that would also have this?
A sheriff has a very small office, and I'm sure he keeps a pad of all of these, but it's not on display. It's not like many people go there except for to be incarcerated, after all.
But you don't have the best opening hours. around here, do you?
No. Of course, once again, because we do get federal funding and federal oversight, is one of the places this is displayed. This is in the post office.
All right.
Yeah, it was actually a thing in the '80s, especially for like hometown banks. If they were missing children, you'd have walls like this.
Mm.
Yeah. Also of note is that he will point out that all these people are not locals. Locals know better than to go into the mountains alone. These are all
right.
people on the trail or passing through.
Right, now that we're filming, let's go off into the mountains alone.
Yes,
We're not going alone. There's 4 of us.
buddy, stop your crap.
Fine.
Dog, go. Poor dog. He thinks I'm talking to him. He cannot see your faces.
Mm. So what that means is that you should have a ground level monitor for
There.
podcast.
See?
Aw.
See? Those are the people.
Mm,
I'm talking to
aw.
those people, dog.
It's the pretty one.
He's gotten fat. He's very fat. Okay. All right, go on. All right. So where to after the bank? Unless you've got any other questions for Chad. Like this sounds very rehearsed. Like people ask him about it all the time. Oh, there is. I'm sorry. There is also another phone number there that goes to basically the feds have a number for just to reporting all of this, so that's there as well.
I'll just get a sense of the timeline and that sort of end on the last one, most recent.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't seem like there's any particular something like every 12 months or any particular sequence. Since the last one, it's been several months since the last one, and then before her it was like a few years, and before that it was there's no specific time schedule. You do find where the busload of athletes and cheerleaders went missing.
They were heading to sleepaway camp. Oh, that's just a fighting trouble.
Oh, geez.
Yep.
Up there by Crystal Lake, yeah.
Yeah, there is actually a campground.
Yeah.
Camp Lost Fork.
Right next to Camp Found Knife.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say right next to Camp Found Spoon.
Both on the shores of Murder Lake. No. Wait.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, it's kind of early. Do we want to just make a trip to Aviation Hill and get back before dark, or?
It's
Yeah.
well before noon. Yeah.
Yeah.
None of you
Sure.
got a lot of sleep, but enough.
I
Go
wouldn't
ahead.
mind picking up a leaflet about arcs as well, just to see when they beat next.
Sure.
Just in case.
I'll take the normal position of the camera hooked up on the tripod. I'm not going to be filming all the time, but just trying to get some more as we're getting further range.
Yeah, sure. Yep. Actually, the area is quite beautiful. Here at the beginning of winter, you've got just the end of the autumnal leaf turning colors, and so like there's like huge, just drifts of leaves that are beautiful colors on the side of the road. It's like there's a lot of forest land. You're taking the highway out. Yeah, so you head over to Aviation Hill. Aviation Hill is a city comparatively to this place. Again, it's got a campus. It's got a very large post office here. You do understand that the feds have set up a station here because of events that have been going around. Not just missing people, but it's primarily the drug problem. There's a biker gang that moves through, moving product through here, and other sort of things.
Competition for you.
Yeah. So you're going to find all your normal department stores here at the time as well. So there's going to be a mall that's got your Walden Books and Chuck E. Cheese's and your Blockbuster videos and all of that. So it's a fairly large town. If there's anything you wanted to pick up or refresh, the college campus itself, easily drive on to the campus. It's not a really big place. Like it's more of a, what would you call it? Not a university, but Smaller than that. It's generalized as opposed to like where you would go for engineering or something
Community
like that.
college?
Yeah, it's like a community college. Exactly. People usually go here for the first 2 years before going to other trade schools or better colleges for whatever it is they want to do. So you do also get a mix here of adults as well as young folks. So people that are trying to tool up for a new trade, for instance, might take some courses here, night courses. They offer both. And you're finding all this out because they do have kind of like a kiosk near the parking area where you can get all kinds of information about the campus, the buildings, the history. It's not very old. It's only been founded in the last, 20 years or so. But more importantly, on the back of it is the phone numbers. So like you look for and you find the club coordinator. There's a phone number for that. And there's payphones all over the place. So.
Yeah.
Okay. What about the FBI place?
Well, certainly there's no information on that here on the college campus, but
I would have been looking at it as we came in, and we stopped off at the post office to deliver the letter, and went to the campus.
Okay, well, if you stopped off at the post office, you can ask there where the Fed building is.
Yeah.
Yep. It's actually in the mall. They just hired out a spot in the mall.
Oh.
People know that it's the Fed's there, but it's not how it's advertised, of course. It's actually not advertised at all. They just rented out a storefront in there, and they're using it as an office. That actually happened a lot in the 80s and 90s to malls where they couldn't fill the storefronts. They would use them as office spaces for various places. Very popular for military recruiters, too. Like Army and Navy recruiters would often do that in malls.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, it's in the mall.
Okay.
It's not a very big mall. It's single floor, spread out.
Cool. Well, we'll swing by the campus first. Well, I don't know what you guys. I don't know. Actually, what are you guys doing here? I don't. What are you guys doing? Over to you.
If you just want to know about the clubs, again, like I said, there is the club coordinator number on the back of the brochure that you could call. And again, there are payphones all over the place. Local extensions, like anywhere on campus, actually doesn't cost anything. They've got their own area code for the campus.
Give them a call. Just find out when the next meeting is.
It's actually a recording. And it basically runs down the menu of choices of like, if you're looking for information on this kind of clubs, like there's the drama club, there's the sporting clubs, and you go through the menu of choices. You eventually get to ARCs. Yes, they meet on Friday nights. They give you a building name and they give you a contact phone number. Bob Hastings is the contact.
All right. Wow, this is amazing. Look at this. Automated things. This will never get old and tired. It'll be amazing, this technology, forever.
Yes, you never need to speak to a person again. Everything will be handled by computers.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah, is there anything else you want to do while you're on the campus here?
No.
Again, it's a fairly generalized campus. It basically gets people up to speed to get to real colleges. Like there's lots of maths, Englishes, and basic sciences, just in case you didn't have the education in high school.
A small thing I would like to do is that when I attempted to put the harness thing for the camera in the car, I did a job.
Yeah.
When I speak to someone here to see if they can get a better job.
Well, the professor can tell you that there is an audio-visual club on campus.
Yeah. Do you want to speak to them, or do you actually want to speak to someone who's actually competent with engineering?
Well, that's just it. There is no engineering department per se in this college because it's too much of a preparatory type of college. But yeah, if you wanted to follow that down, the audio-video department actually is quite advanced. They're working on new things, new filming methods, etc. If you wanted to spend, so this is up to you. If you wanted to spend several hours here, they could help you build a better system. But it would be hours.
I would be happy to do that, and you guys just basically go off and do something else. But you have to leave the car with me.
Yep.
If you guys,
That's
I don't know.
Probably for the best.
Mm-hmm. No, there is a transit system. They do have a bus that goes around most of Aviation Hill. you can get a 1-day pass. So,
Well, these guys may also know something about ghost punches if you wanted to ask them about it. Any other ghost people?
well, the Arcs Club meets Fridays. You guys are now on Thursday. But you did get Bob Hastings' number as well if you wanted just to call him directly.
I
Okay.
don't really know what to ask them at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I say we take a wander down to the FBI offices, and since that's something we wanted to...
To the mall!
Let's go shopping!
Before we leave the Jeep, is the FBI badge still in there?
If I remember right, you guys put everything back where you found it. So the gun, the badge, everything is back where you found it, where you
All
found
right.
them.
So then I'm gonna take those
Good idea.
and put them in my purse,
Okay.
and then the gun and the badge, and then we go to the FBI place.
Okay. So everybody is going except for Van Troyer or Von Troyer.
Yeah,
Okay.
unless someone wants to hang around with me. Yeah.
While you're at it, Vaughn, why don't you make me a charisma check, and then if you've got any social skills, like if you've got anything in
I think I do.
persuasion or
Yes. What does that get paired with?
persuasion is a charisma.
Char.
Yeah,
There we go.
charisma.
So it's a +3 on top of whatever it is I end up rolling.
Oh.
15 + 3, 18. Ooh,
18? While nobody here knows what your channel is, especially since you only have done a pilot so far, they are definitely way into the fact that you're doing a program and are very helpful.
I
And you
barely know. I was just brought in to film this thing.
So what this ends up is, Jameis, you have some contacts with the Audio Video Club here on campus, and they actually have some really high tech stuff here.
Neato.
Yeah, there's apparently a Radio Shack in town that donates a lot of stuff, and they do a lot of experimentation. So yeah. Okay, so you have a contact there. The rest of you go to the mall. You find the inconspicuous office at the end of a bunch of storefronts that have closed recently, and they've got that kind of brown paper in the window so you can't see in, nor is there any kind of business name at all, but the door is opened. Whoever goes in there first, you open the door, there's tinkle, and almost immediately a guy comes on from a bunch of cubicles that have been set up in here. And you see there are banks and banks of computers, which this early in things, these are like Ataris and Commodores and PET computers, that sort of thing, that are all set up. And you hear the modem dialing sounds in the background. There's a dot matrix printer just spooling out all kinds of information into a hopper. This well-dressed young man in late 20s, you're going to figure, comes out, big smile on his face. He doesn't have any kind of badge or any kind of ID at all, and you certainly can't see any kind of identifying marks inside either. But he comes in very quickly and kind of stands in front so that you can't see what's going on in the back. You just got that quick glimpse of all the computers back there. It's like, hi, hey, who you looking for?
Well, I have a couple things that I found that might belong to you guys.
Oh, well, the mall's lost and found. I think you took
No,
a
no, you guys. It belongs to you. Is there like a table nearby?
Yeah.
Don't be alarmed. One of the things is a gun. Do you want to take it out of my purse? Because I don't want to
before
get
you
shot.
even finish the word gun, he's already got one out, drawn, and pointed at you.
I put the purse on the table. I go, there's a badge and a gun in there that I found in a vehicle at Bloodworth.
Why don't you, the rest of you back up?
I back up.
And why don't you go ahead and empty the contents of that purse on the table right there?
Yep, I do that.
Hey, Jim, come out here for a minute. You got a code 12? Yeah. Go ahead and lock down. And you guys hear a chunk as a lock engages in the door.
All right.
Uh-huh. All right. Slow now. Got a gun. Why don't you open up that? Why don't you open that up and show me that badge there?
I open it up and show it on the table.
Okay. All right. Now that his partner's here, he puts the gun away. He's like, all right, why don't you tell me the story? You found this, you said. Where'd you find it?
We're in Bloodworth for the next couple of months. We're a startup, public access show about ghost stories, ghost hunting.
Oh, so you're the press, huh?
No, not the press. We're independent videographers. And we need to get an extra vehicle that could handle going up some trails and all that because we just got a shitty van normally. So we went to the local junkyard. He gave us a Jeep, and I found these in the Jeep. Also, the VIN is scratched off on said Jeep.
Did you drive the Jeep here?
Yeah, it's better mileage than the van.
All right. Why don't you show us this Jeep? And well, we thank you very much for your civic duty. And he picks up the badge and he calls out, "Hey, look up 16-389472A." You hear somebody in the background say, "Roger." And after a minute, he comes on with a bunch of, tractor-fed paper from a computer printout. He's looking at it. And he's like, Did you find anything else in that Jeep? Something you might be tempted to keep for yourself, ma'am, like drugs?"
No, only found the gun and the badge.
Professor Tuthill. Why don't you make me a charisma check? If you have acting,
Wait, was there anything else?
well, just the fact that they're talking about drugs in front of the professor.
I
Oh,
wasn't even there that particular
He wasn't.
week.
He was
unfortunately.
asleep.
Yeah. No. I have rolled. It's another 3.
Okay.
We're doing really good with 3s this week.
His companion says, "What's with your friend here? He looks awfully uncomfortable."
he's just not good around suits.
Uh-huh. What's your name there, buddy? Let's see some ID.
I am Professor Dunhill. Well, so I guess I must have a driving license or something. So yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So I'm gonna give
Yeah,
I'm gonna give this to you, especially since you're not an American.
Yeah.
And a drug dealer would pretty much very much know this.
Oh.
Law enforcement can't just ask you for ID. They have to have some suspicion that you've committed a crime. So they can ask for it, but they can't demand it.
Right. Okay. Yes, I do have 1 rank of knowledge law.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that's what it will tell you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I have identified myself.
Well,
Need to see any papers backing that up.
we're just being friendly here. I mean, you've got nothing to hide, right? How is that 2 L's in Dunhill?
It's however you think it is spelled.
I see.
I would need to check my ID to check how it is spelled, but seeing as I do not have one to pull out right now.
Why is your friend trying to get away? Lutarski. Look, we appreciate this. Is there anything else you can tell us? Definitely would like to look over the Jeep. You told us where you rented it from. That's good. That's good.
Well, the Jeep's over at the college right now. Our friend is getting a camera mount set up for it for filming. But yeah, I just felt my civic duty would be to turn this in to you guys so you know where the last location was of someone. Apparently, a lot of people go missing there.
That is one problem this area has. Drugs are at the top of our list right now, though. So we're at time, but I just want to kind of push through this. So let me just give you some information. They want to accompany you back to the college, and they'll drive you there in one of their nice little SUVs of not so obvious federal look. And they want to They want to use you as assets, if at all possible. They've been trying to get agents in over at Bloodworth Hollow for a long time, and while their agents are very competent, the locals can always seem to tell when feds are in town, and they never get very far. You guys are already there. You've got a cover story such that it is like you're actually filming a show. They'll make a deal with you. Your show might be bring more interest if you can actually get some footage of working with the feds, giving you a little bit of clout there. They're willing to let you do a little bit of filming. If this leads to any kind of arrest, they're looking for a drug ring. Is what's going on. They're looking for the leaders of a particular drug ring. There's some Fed agents that have gone missing that they're trying to locate or at least prove that they've been eliminated. So if this leads to any arrests, you guys will get some credit for it that you can use in your shows. And they'll happy to give you a stipend. That'll require receipts, of course. You can turn in receipts, anything that you need to help with the situation.
One condition.
Just one.
Well, for me at least,
Mhm.
because this is something I'm thinking for our safety. Anything we film involving you have to hold on to the tapes. I don't want them. People have already gone through our rooms. I don't want them to find that and then we go missing too.
Okay. All right, good enough. I tell you what.
If we can send our stuff to you, all of our film, for you to hold on to for safety, so we don't lose any of our film, because it could all be possible evidence for, I'm assuming, multiple different things, because I've seen the missing poster wall in the bank there, and we've found other things that we can share with you if this deal is cool. But I think if we have a safe place to store our film with you guys, it's better than it being in our hotel room.
Okay. Well, you can always drop it by the offices here. He gives you a mailing address as well if you want to drop it into a mailbox. Also, there's a ranger station out near the Appalachian Trailhead. He's actually one of their agents. Yeah, he is a ranger, but he's also a Fed agent. If you need to store anything or get word to them, he has ways of doing that. So he gives you that name as well.
Okay.
And they give you the bios and some pictures of their missing agents. Okay, so Von Troyer, your friend is definitely one of them, but again, it's one of those things where you're just like, no, of course he is. I mean, you don't think anything oddly of it at all.
Yeah.
Nothing worth mentioning.
Yeah. If anything, I'm surprised he didn't turn up when we mailed the envelope to say something, but apparently he's busy. So,
yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of push through to give that to you. So the feds have made you an offer that like, hey, we're actually trying to shut down a drug ring that's running between all through the Appalachian Trail area. Bloodworth seems to be one of the places that the drugs are actually being manufactured, but we can't ever get an agent in there long enough to find out anything.
There you go, Professor. You can use the feds to take out the competition.
That's what I was thinking.
Perfect. Okay. We'll stop there for the night. I think we'll go one more session and I'll let you guys level up again. I do want to get some levels under you because I want to see what the game looks like after a few levels have gone by. So we'll end it there. Dion, what do you got going on?
Well, when I'm not playing TTRPGs with all my super cool awesome friends like you guys, you can find me at my channel on Twitch at Substances Used, where I play retro JRPGs and do a lot of Grand Theft Auto 5 roleplay. We're playing through Soul Nomad and the World Eaters right now. It's a PS2 game. Think Disgaea and Ogre Battle if they had a child. It's pretty fun. It's cool. It's interesting. Yeah.
Nice. Jameis, what's going on?
I've got a blog where I post movies. Recently-ish, I saw a really horrible movie by the name of Joker 2. But I also want to pimp. There's a Kickstarter at the moment from a friend of mine for 5 Evil, which is a horror-themed take on 5E. You don't have combat encounters, you have terror encounters where you get to do something, but the monsters go in between everyone else's turns.
If you got a link, go ahead and drop it in the chat there.
Just done. And also, it's had just started, but it's ongoing. Desert Bus for Hope is once again rolling out. Go watch and donate if you can.
Nice. Richard.
Hi, I'm Richard, and I really haven't been in the headspace for streaming recently, but when I do, you can watch me play video games badly here on Twitch at LMTDTMFFR, or say it with me now,
Limited time offer. No vowels.
That would go a lot better if we had cadence for it. Yeah, something like that. Hey, Bill, what do you got going on?
Well, getting ready to run some Rapana Thuck over at Frog God Games, and still playtesting that new game they're hopefully about to announce within the next month or two. So.
Cool, good stuff. And if you found us, you know where you are, but go to Bluemagic, BLUMAGIK.com to find all of our social media links, our podcast of silliness like this or other silliness not like this. There's more years there than some of you have been alive. But thanks for watching anyway. Yeah, I mean, the audience at large, Richard, of course. Yeah, you have not been playing since you were an embryo. Yeah, there we go. Thanks, guys. We will pick up next week and see what this has wrought. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night,
Good night, everybody.